Mark De Vries still not ready for Hearts. Neither was Phil Stamp. Raman Pereira and Jamie McAllister were given a start, but the main absentee was Craig Levein, who of course was at Leicester. Dundee dropped John Sutton. Ian Anderson hadn't recovered from a thigh injury. Life after Levein began for Hearts against a Dundee side that had lost 2-1 in the previous two games, so there was an obvious determination about them as they attempted to rectify that from the start. In contrast, the Hearts players' minds seemed preoccupied to the extent that Dundee almost capitalised on an alarming gap between the central defenders. It took Craig Gordon to close the door on Fabian Caballero. If Gordon was brave there, he had to be alert to deny Steve Lovell as Dundee threatened to swamp the home side. If Dundee needed to be more clinical up front, what they didn't need was to be cynical at the back. And yet, as the ball was threaded through to Kevin McKenna, Johnny Hernandez suffered a rush of blood to the head, ensuring that the red mist would be followed by a red card. The through ball was perfectly weighted, no doubt about the award, and Stephen Presley, who's normally deadly from 12 yards, sent the keeper the wrong way. But he must have been horrified with a second penalty miss of the season. Duffy's side down to 10 men, and the match had turned Hearts' way, although McKenna perhaps didn't feel that way as he found the same bit of woodwork as Presley had seconds earlier. However, the overwhelming tide was in favour of the home side, and while McKenna was once again on the end of things, he could be grateful that Derek Suter failed to get a handle on his shot. The keeper unable to prevent the ball finishing in the net. McKenna deadly up front. Suter will feel he should have done better. McKenna will certainly be a useful player for the new manager, and he might easily have taken his tally to 3 in 2 games. It wasn't pleasant viewing for Jim, and the 10 men were 2 down with 9 minutes remaining. The rejuvenated Paul Hartley seeking out the far corner to add a goal threat to the growing influence he's been exerting in the midfield over the last few weeks. Nothing jammy about Hartley's effort as he had the confidence to go it alone, and by now it was all over for Dundee. A final flourish from Hearts saw Dennis Wyness played through in the last minute to ram home the home side's superiority. Wyness, you can imagine, is looking forward to the arrival of his former manager. The Germans come on Thursday. Levein and Houston have left Hearts as a going concern.